more and more gamblers are beginning to share stories of how bets got voided by their sports books and maybe overusing the obvious errors clause. For instance, if a site listed the Kansas City Chiefs as plus 30 points against the Bills instead of plus 3, well, it's an obvious error. And any bets made on that line would be voided. But there are others voided, they say, like this bet from Danny Moses, an investor who was profiled in The Big Short. Moses says he bet on the Baltimore Ravens to beat the Detroit Lions in the Super Bowl. The bet was 500 to 1 odds. 3 days later, Hard Rock in Florida voided his bet, the bet which is now listed at 13 to 1. He says when the void happened, he wasn't given an explanation. By the way, we did reach out to Hard Rock, and they told us that 500 to 1 is an obvious error, that the odds were 10 times what they should have been due to a pricing mistake by a third party. And in fact, they named the third party. They say it's Sport Radar, which is a data provider and involved with a lot of these sports books. Danny Moses joins us now. Did you know it was an error when you made the bet? Was it obvious that this was an anomaly?
It was a great line, I'll tell you that. And so when I made the bet, it was a friend of mine, Brian from Jacksonville, I went to high school with, who was on a plane, who couldn't access his account, but saw it online, had me go look at it. And he says, this doesn't seem right. And if it is, maybe we can bet it together. I said, okay. The max bet they'll take at a 500 to 1 odds bet is $50. So therefore would have been a $25,000 payout. To put it in context, Detroit beating Baltimore, which should be higher odds, it was sitting at 60 to 1. So it was clear that it wasn't some type of anomaly. And the interesting thing, Contessa, is that I went on Twitter, my friends at WagerWire, and we put this out there, and I got an immediate tweet back from Hard Rock Bet, which said, whoa, good luck. What I thought was affirming that this bet existed. We also alerted some of our friends in New Jersey, where Hard Rock is online as well. They put their bets in there, and those bets are actually still alive as we speak right now.
Okay, so I went to Hard Rock, and I wanted to get some answers from Hard Rock Bet. First of all, on the reply that you got from Hard Rock, they say a social media staffer replied wishing you luck before realizing the full content of the clear and obvious error with the wager, and then deleted the tweet. Secondly, they say you could have known that that was an error because you could have looked across other sports books and seen that it was in the neighborhood of 50 to 1 odds. And in fact, they said it wasn't just the matchup that you found, that there were errors that extended to multiple NFL futures matchups, and that 117 players made 225 bets across these obvious error markets. Were you interested to learn that your friends in New Jersey, they still have active bets that have not been voided?
Yeah, let me just say, the only way to gamble in Florida online is Hard Rock. So I don't have access to those lines, at least not to place them in Florida. In
Not
New Jersey,
legally.
Exactly. In New Jersey, there's a lot of competition, as you know. And so they probably one of two reasons. From a marketing perspective, they didn't want that bet to be voided or canceled. And two, I think the regulators in New Jersey are a little bit tougher when it comes to consumer protection laws. And I've since obviously filed a complaint here down in Florida with the Gaming Commission here as well. So obviously it was an outlandish line, but at the same time, how could they not know that I've been hedging all the way through and maybe trying to hedge that bet through the end of the Super Bowl? So to me, I think it falls between a line that was obviously high, but also lack of customer service. There is no one on the Hard Rock Bet help. I've tweeted at them. I've tried to reach them. You can't get anyone on the phone. It would have been nice to get an explanation of some kind.
They said that they don't have a record of you contacting customer support team via email or chat in Salesforce records. I want to say that I've reached out to other sportsbook operators to ask, how do you handle it? They all have this on this book. It basically, if there's a fat finger error, if it's an obvious technical mistake, that you should know that it shouldn't exist. But in New Jersey, they're not allowed to just void it. They actually have to apply to the regulators in order to void it. So you're right. The regulation, and this is what Hard Rock told me, the difference is the regulators in Florida look at those mistakes differently than the regulators in New Jersey.